Everything okay?
Yes. Nina's not returning my calls. So I thought I would run into her downstairs, but it looks like she skipped out on Maxie's wedding.
Oh. At least that's one sacred ceremony she can't desecrate. I think I might know where she is. Or more accurately, who she's with.
Really? Who?
Wiley.
Well, it's very generous of Michael to allow Nina to have a relationship with Wiley.
Yeah, I mean, are you surprised?
No, of course not.
Hey, Michael and that big heart of his.
Well, I'm sure that Nina really appreciates it.
I'm sure.
Why? Do you think that Michael was wrong to do that?
No, I think Nina should get to know Wiley and vice versa. She is his grandmother. And let me say that I'm still furious with Nina for how she behaved at Sonny's grave. She was way out of line, and I would tell that to her face. But that is between me and Nina, not Wiley. I'm just worried for Nina to spend too much time with Wiley right now. I mean, once she's settled down and into this new reality of hers, I mean, Nina has had one shock piled on top of the other, and even before she found out that Nelle was her daughter, Nina was making excuses for her, trying to paint Nelle out to be not as guilty as she really was.
Sure, trying to redeem her memory.
That's right. And if Nina allows that to bleed onto Wiley, what's that gonna do to that little boy? I'm just really worried that Nina is gonna tell Wiley her version of who Nelle was, and we both know that version is a lie.
Okay, yes. But it's not like we can have an open conversation with Wiley about Nelle.
No kid Wiley's age should know that their mother was insane and a killer. But he also shouldn't be brought up believing in a fantasy that's only gonna be shattered. Think about it, Jax. What about when Wiley's old enough to do the research and he finds out on his own who Nelle was?
It would be devastating.
Yes, that's why I think, I don't know, while he's still young, we don't tell him much at all about Nelle. And then when he asks, we can just say, you know, she was troubled. She had some problems. We just keep it really vague. And then when he's mature enough to understand, we can tell him that she had a very terrible and abusive childhood, and she grew up to do terrible and abusive things.
Okay, so you don't think that Nina's in a place right now where she understands that or would abide by it?
Jax, I know she's not. And it's so hard because it's Michael and Willow's decision, and I have to honor that. I'm scared. I'm scared that even with the best of intentions, this is gonna turn out awful for Wiley.
I know you're in a different headspace where Nina's concerned, but I feel terrible for her.
Ugh.
I mean, we made a huge mistake by not telling Nina that Nelle was her daughter. And then an even bigger mistake because we forgot that Wiley was her grandson.
We didn't do that on purpose.
No, I know, but it doesn't make it right. And you and I don't get to decide whether they have a relationship. You understand that, right?
Yes, I agree with that 100%, Jax.
Okay, good. It's actually a blessing when you think about it, all right? Hear me out. Nina gets to have a relationship with her grandson, okay, without Nelle around. And she might not realize it right now, but that's actually the best thing for Wiley.
Amen to that.
And I know I don't get a say in this at all, but you are right. Right now, I don't think that Nina is capable of seeing Nelle for who she really was, because she sees her as a victim.
Yeah, and that's the picture she's going to paint. Nelle the way Nina wanted her to be.
Which would be okay now, but it would be sad if that's a pattern that gets laid down. And that without realizing, Nina inflicts her pain and grief onto her grandson.